Hey, what's going on? Today I am here to review the new Nightmare on Elm Black Phone 2 movie that just came out in theaters this past week. This will be my non-spoiler review, so let's get into it. What's going on, folks? Chris from Cinema Hooked, and today I'm here to talk about the Black Phone 2 movie that just came out last week. And you might wonder, why is the review coming out now? And it's because I didn't see the movie until yesterday on Sunday. And you also might be asking, well, why did you wait until Sunday? And the answer is simple: the marketing for this movie. Now, I'll admit the marketing was very persistent. It was very, much all over social media. Every time I went to the movies to see something else, boom, Black Phone 2 trailer. But the newest trailer, which really, in my opinion, I still think it showed way too much. The whole dream stuff it was showing, I really feel like it showed way too much, and it really put me off of the movie. I did not plan on seeing this in theaters, but I started seeing other people's reviews. Some people really liked it, some people didn't like it. I was like, all right, this is gonna drive me nuts. I need to form my own opinion on this and do my own review. So that's what I'm here to do today, so let's get into it. First off, I wanna start out by saying, yes, this is good. It's a good movie. I really enjoyed it. I really liked it. If you were on the fence of whether or not you should see it, if you saw the first one and you liked the first one, I think you will like this second one. If I had to choose which one I like better, after having seen it and sat on it for the past 24 hours, I'd say I like the second one better. Now, one criticism I had of this movie before going into it was that it felt like it was going to be Diet Freddy Krueger. With the whole dream stuff that, newest trailer showed in the movie theaters, it really felt like, hey, we're just going to copy Nightmare on Elm Street and just do our own thing with it. And to their best efforts, and I really like Scott Derrickson as a director. I love his work. They did do their kind of own thing with it, but it is very much in that realm of Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy Krueger type stuff where things happen in the dreams. But I said this is spoiler free, and that is spoiler free because it's all over that newest trailer. She's sleeping, she's being hurt in her dreams by the grabber. We've seen it in the trailer, so it's not spoiler. Let's get into the cast a little bit. We've got Mason Thames and Madeline McGraw, which they did a really fine job in this movie. I thought they did really good. The performances all around with the cast, even with their father, Jeremy Davies, who I always like seeing. I remember him from back in the show Lost. If you haven't watched Lost, go watch Lost because it's great. This movie was original enough in the sense that it told a story that made it seem like, okay, yes, this movie had to get made. Because sometimes you watch a movie and you wonder, okay, it's an easy way to grade whether or not a sequel needed to be made. It's just, could we have gone without this movie and been fine? Or does having this movie exist, does it actually validate itself? And I would say that this movie absolutely validates its existence. This movie is good. I would recommend it to anyone that likes horror. And if you liked the first one, again, I think you'll really like this second one because I walked away with it and I enjoy it more than I did the first one, even though I really enjoyed the first one as well. Now, while I think the trailers did show too much, they still kept a lot of stuff back, and it was stuff that surprises you in the movie. It does do a little bit more backstory without getting into any spoiler territory. It does do some stuff that can relate to the first film and make you think about what you thought you knew, and it's got some good twists in it. Throughout the movie, you're kind of getting these revelations oh. Now, is this movie gonna blow you away? Honest opinion, no, I don't think it's gonna blow you away. Is it gonna scare you? No, I don't think it's really gonna scare you either. I don't even think it had a cheap jump scare. It was just more like a horror, but it was more in the kind of suspense kind of horror. It wasn't overly gory. And one thing I'll credit it for, it could have done cheap jump scares, and it didn't do that. Cheap jump scares, hey, they get you to jump, but they're cheap. And this movie didn't do those. At least I didn't get the jump scare experience, and I don't remember anyone else in the theater getting it. So if you're going to get scared, really scary movie, it's not that. It's more of a mystery suspense type of horror film. And there's nothing wrong with that. I love me some good suspense in a movie, so I don't knock it at all for that. But it's just not a scary movie. I do think that the grabber is a really good horror villain. I love the aesthetic with that mask. One thing to look out for when you do go watch the movie, if you go watch the movie, even if you wait for it for streaming, but pay attention to his mask because it does change multiple times throughout the movie, and it plays into the story a little bit if you're really paying close attention to it, so keep an eye out for that. I was talking about the cast earlier and I forgot to mention Ethan Hawke, and Ethan Hawke is wonderful in it because Ethan Hawke is wonderful in everything. Now, obviously, it's mostly voice acting in this movie, and while he is under the mask, I mean, he's got a mask on, so you don't really see his face. You get a little bit of his face, like you've seen in the trailers. Part of his mask is like missing, so you do get to see his eyes in some of them, but obviously he's really ugly and kind of not exactly like Freddy Krueger, but he's obviously messed up. Now, if I had to rate this movie, now keep in mind, if you're new to this channel, my rating system, I base it a lot on my enjoyment of the film, my experience going to the theater and watching the movie. How much did I enjoy that experience? And I really did enjoy myself. And I didn't really have any heavy critiques of this film. There wasn't anything I was like, that was stupid. So keeping all of that in mind, I would give this a solid 7.5. I'm not quite going to go to an 8, but 7.5. I really liked it. I thought it was slightly original, not completely original, because again, it's kind of like Nightmare on Elm Street, but the cast was good. The performances were good. I thought the writing was good. It kept some mysteries going throughout. It wasn't extremely predictable. So yeah, 7.5. If you're new to this channel and you enjoyed this video, I'd love it if you hit that subscribe button down there and hit the little like button like the sign there says, because every little subscriber counts. And if you're already subscribed, I thank you so much. But let me know what you guys thought of the movie. Did you see it already? Are you gonna go see it after you saw this non-spoiler review? Let me know down in the comments, and like always, let's keep the conversation going after the video ends, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.